The purpose of this video is to assist you in finding classes for your schedule so you can enroll. You will generally get a suggested schedule and a degree works that I'll fill out before you're ready to enroll that you can review. But if you're trying to get ahead of the game, you can click on Degree Works, and that will take you to your Degree Works, and you can process it to see where you are as far as classes you've taken, classes you're enrolled, and those that you need to complete your degree. But for this case, we're just going to take a look at classes that are open. So we're going to come over here to this open and closed class courses. And so if we see fall 25, so in this particular case, we're wanting to enroll for fall 25. If it's another semester, then you'll find it in the drop down. So for instance, if I wanted to look at summer or spring, I could click on those if they're available. And so if I come over here, I'll only want the open classes. So if I put in the closed ones, that will not help me because I cannot enroll in a closed class. So we're going to take a look at all classes in this case because we may want to take them online, we may want to take them on ground. So we'll hit the search here. And so it comes up and we want to make sure that it's all courses fall 25 and it's open courses. So it'll list all of the courses here for the whole school. So accounting, communications, etc. Now, one thing that you know that if you're on the right track is that if you're registering for the fall, all the numbers should have an 8. If you're registering for the spring, all the CRN numbers should have a 1. And if you are registering for the summer, all CRN numbers should start with a 6. And so that's how you bring the schedule up, and this will be the open classes. Now, one thing that you need to be aware of is that there's a few different ways that you can take classes. So I'm going to come on down here. It's going to come down to the management classes because it's going to show me everything I need. So let's get down here. It takes a little bit. All right, so I'm going to come to MGMT. So we look at the MGMT. So if we take a look at this, then we see that INT means it's an internet class. That's typically a 50, 51, 52. That's attached to the end of the class number. And then we also have that's traditional, which would be TRAD, which means that it's on ground. And then over here, you'll see what the times, dates, etc. Now, one thing that you have to be mindful of is if you see a CMB, this means there's something special about this class. And so in this case, we've got a hybrid CMB, which tells us that this class is Tuesday, Thursday, from 9:30 to 10:45, but there's something a little different about it. Now, what it usually means is that it's going to be offered at a time, for instance, in an 8-week period, either the first 8 weeks or the second 8 weeks, or you could also have a class that would be something like event planning, and it's a CMB. The class meets, but there's also, you're required to be in a part of the group that puts on this event. Okay. So if you're not sure what it is, whether it's first 8 weeks, second 8 weeks, what you can do is go back to the Missouri Southern website, and let's come down here and we'll click on students, and that'll bring us up, and we'll see a few things here that'll allow you to do things as a student. I'm going to click on academic resources. Okay. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to click on schedule of classes. So I'll click on that. And then we've got a spring 2025, we got a summer 2025, and we have a fall 2025. Since we're looking at the fall 2025 schedule, I'm going to click on that. And if we do that, it's going to bring up the schedule book. Now, the downside to the schedule book is as classes close, you're not going to know that if you just use the schedule book. But let's scroll down here and we're going to try to find this management. What was going on here? So come down here and I find the management, and lo and behold, the class I was looking at is an 8-week class. And if I read down here, it says the course meets on the second 8 weeks of the semester. So this tells me that this class will not start until the second 8 weeks of the fall semester. And usually what that means is that there'll be another class somewhere that you may be able to take that will play the first 8 weeks of the semester. So you'd look for some more of the combination or CMB on that. So like for instance, I'm just looking down here and I got a couple different 8-hour classes, and this particular one is the first 8 weeks. So I could take fundamentals of organizational management if I had the prerequisites, and first 8 weeks, then I could take the using information systems the second 8 weeks. So that's how you would use the schedule book in combination with that. Let's come back here. One other thing that we take a look at, I'll go back. You can also access the open classes. If you come down here, you can find your open class list. If you click on that, then that's going to take you to the same schedule open classes that we had when we went through Lionet. So you can do it 2 different ways. So that's the way that you can go through. That's how you read one of these, and this is how you can confirm if the class is 8-week or has some type of special need on it. That's all I have for this video. There are 2 others that show about reading the class schedule I send you, and the other one about how to read degree works.